Hi, it's Jennifer here. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about place. It's a fantastic tool for teaching house manners, especially when you're transitioning your puppy out of the crate and you want him to start spending more and more time in and around the house, not in the crate.
Once your dog learns to love place, the benefits are many. So you could use it when company comes over, when you guys are eating or cooking or cleaning. It helps with separation anxiety, so your dog is not following you from room to room to room. And they're practicing calmness and patience while not being in the crate. It's a great transition to whole house reliability.
Number one, we've talked about keeping your puppy or young dog on the leash when you're first introducing him to more and more space in the house. As he earns more space by becoming reliable in the house, you can start using the longer leash.
Place can be taught at any age, but it's preferable if you get started on this as a puppy. The best motivators are treats, love, and play.
You're going to accelerate his learning about place if you give him all the good stuff on the place. Give him his marrow bone on the place, expect him to go to his place to get his milk bone, expect him to go to his place to get his bully stick, to get his favorite toy, send him to his place to get lovin's. Send him to his place when you come home from work. And as soon as he plops on the place, you beeline over there and you plop down here and you give him everything that he wants, which is your love, your attention, treats, and so on. Alrighty? We're going to get started on place. Ready? Place. Yes, good girl. Awesome. That was a good first one. So I lured her all the way onto the bed, lured her up into a sit, down into a down, and into a settle before I gave her the treat.
They'll pick this up really fast if you don't treat out of your hand right now. Put all the treats on the pillow.
Always give the treats on the place. The place is where everything good happens. If, with a more exuberant dog, you're trying to lean in and give them the treat out of your hand, they're always going to try to rise up and meet your hand because they're impatient, right? So always give the treats on the place, put them down and move away. Good girl. Face with your shoulders when you move away, back away very slowly. If you're tackling place now after the 8-week program, you're not going to have any problem with this because your dog already knows stay. You've already built a relationship with them where when you face them, you're telling them kind of, I want you to remain there and I'm going to move away slowly. That place, that one word, means go to it, lay down, settle, chill. When you start sending your dog to place, you want to make sure that it'll come off your hand easily when this clicks for your dog and he bolts towards the place. You don't want to be holding a bundle and it corrects him by mistake. Then he will become confused, like, I thought you wanted me to go to the place and then that leash tightened. Okay, so you want to keep your hand high enough off the ground with the treat for a really treat-motivated dog. You don't want to be pointing down here because what's going to happen? Grace, place. She's going to typically stop right under your hand. All right, you don't want that, so place.
Start taking your puppy all the way over to the place and repeat this multiple times before you'll start to ask her to go ahead of you and finish the distance on her own. Now with some dogs, they are so affectionate that they don't want you to leave them when you go to the place. So you'll have to stay with them and give them a bunch of love instead of moving away too quick.
Oh, I love you. Good job.
Oh, you're so pretty too. You're so pretty.
Place.
Here you can see Grace is finally putting it together. She contemplates, but then you didn't come with me.
Just turn around in a circle and try it again. Place.
And at this moment, she connects.
Nice.
I'll go all the way and see if
a
you
good
come over
girl.
to me
Nope.
and give me something.
So Grace is starting to go to it from farther and farther away from me. And so that's a super good sign. That means she's getting the concept of, wow, this place is a really great place because I get treats for going there, I get love for going there, and so on and so forth. But we'll see if we can get her to go there from a little further. Are you ready? Place. Yes. What was that? So I was able to stop kind of quite a bit further back. And so long as I didn't race to distract her by saying place again, she kind of looked around, processed it, and finished the distance all by herself.
So here beginner Duke realizes sitting just in front of the bed doesn't work, nor does putting my paw only on the place. How about if I go jump on here and lay down for you? Oh, yum, yum, yum. So here we have the more excitable dog we talked about. And first of all, he's wanting to scavenge around for snacks. So we're just luring him all the way into his position. But he wants to get up every second he's ready to pop. You can look at him right there, he's ready to pop. So we step in, using our body language to kind of take back the space between us so he doesn't move into it. There he is again. We just give him a little quick correction and replace him. Now this is making it really fun because there's more to life than just food. Awesome.
Place. Good boy.
This little dog wouldn't go in her bag, and so we worked on it first with the top open. This is a different dog right here, but this is how I did it. And when she got comfortable with coming in and through, then I closed the top partially until it was completely closed, and then she would go in through the front and stay in and turn around like so.
Yes, good girl.
And she got to understand that I was going to let her out anyway because this was just a game, so she was content to wait in there until I called her back out.
Her place. Yes, good girl.
Everybody has like a dog bed in the family room kitchen area. Start with that, and then you can add a bedroom bed and so on. This is Bubba. Bubba moved really slowly, but he sure was able to learn this quick. Just rep it out. Do a whole bunch of repetitions, do a few, then later in the day do a few, and so on. You'll gradually increase the distance from which you're sending your dog. Okay, these three are much speedier. You can see that the Cavalier has a serious grasp on this game. He just charged out ahead of me to get on that place fast and get his treat. If you have a toy-driven dog that doesn't care too much about food, just make sure you give them what they want on the place once they're on the place. This way, of course, he's going to go onto his pillow so that you give him his toy. A lot of times they just prefer a bone to chew. This is quite an exception because this doggy was really driven. If you're going to work with two dogs on the same place or going to two different places at the same time, just make sure you train them first separately. This is the first time I put them together on it, but I had previously worked with them independently of each other. The little guy on the left is not quite as bright as his twin brother, and because he was the follower of the two, it just took him a minute longer with the distraction of his brother. Here's little Winnie again on the left-hand side, hogging the bed, wanting to hog the treats, wanting to get ahead of his brother with the treats. And littermates especially need to be trained separately, and he was perfectly able to accomplish this when his brother was not right there. Now we've got some distance and speed going for us.
Rocky.
Here is Rocky going from a distance where I'm not having to take him all the way over.
Yeah, good boy. Smooth-a-rooney.
So it's time for you to add some duration. Length of time, expecting your dog to stay on place. So what I am doing is I'm starting to move around the house, in this case my office, and desensitize him to me going out of sight momentarily and coming back in, checking back in with him, giving him a reward of some kind, whether it's a little pet or a treat. Meander around your home like that and get him used to the fact that he can remain, that you're not going to be gone for very long at all. Right here, I'm going out the front door of my office, and then I'm not spending too much time yet, and I'm going back and just checking in with him, giving him a little snack. So good luck with your training on place.
Hey, Super Trainers! You were awesome today. I hope you learned something new. If so, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe over here. It really does help us continue providing this awesome content for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!